Chi Diep.
Hi Chi, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Have you had experience with people saying, oh my God, you look like Filipino?
All the time.
So say that again without me actually asking the question.
All the time.
Now, what is it that that you have experienced when it comes to people saying, oh, you look this, but you're actually that?
I guess because I hear it so much that it doesn't surprise me anymore. But then every now and then I'll have a new country that apparently I represent. So the most recent one was someone asking me if I'm Muslim Indonesian.
And what did you say?
So I just smiled and I'm like, well, I'm a woman with 1,000 faces.
Now, how long have you moved here or did you grow up here?
I came to Canada in the late 70s as one of the Vietnamese refugee people. Came here as political refugees here in Canada.
And how was that experience as against the other refugees coming in now that you deal with?
In what sense?
So, from your own experience of moving here, was it difficult?
I came as a young child, so I really assimilated into the culture right away. I grew up in a very small town called Port Perry, and I grew up on a farm.
And what do people say when they realize, oh, you're actually practically Canadian?
Yes, because I said, well, I didn't grow up in Markham, I didn't grow up in Richmond Hill, my parents did not pay for a house all in cash. I am the typical Canadian that really went through all the struggles.
And what are the challenges that you're seeing in your job now when there are new Canadians talking about, what is different from what they have experienced before and what it is that they're looking at right now?
Well, because of the work that I do, I can really empathize with them, but at the same time, I have to tell them that, not everything is made out the way it is, that this is the dreamland, this is where there's no racial discrimination or anything like that. The reality is, it still exists, but at the same time it's our attitude towards being in this new country. It's all about attitude.
Could you give an example of an experience you had with a student?
For example, when I talk to these students, I often tell them, I said, the first thing you have to do is stop feeling sorry for yourself that you're an immigrant. You didn't get the job is because you're an immigrant. You were passive for this opportunity because you're an immigrant. I said, remove that. You are going up against someone else with the same experience, the same level of education. It's in your attitude and it's in your confidence.
How do you think they can get that confidence?
Well, with the different kind of support that we have. For example, we have language programs. We have one of the programs I run. It's called Workplace Communication Skills for newcomers to Canada who are internationally trained professionals. So it looks at the various aspects of communication skills within the workplace, and to allow them to have a better understanding how to communicate with confidence and within the context of their profession, so they can be ready to look for work in Ontario or in Canada.
Have you had an experience of somebody, we talked about various smells, various foods, various whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you give an example of something that is different that people have told you, oh my God, that was so different from my experience?
Well, they have said that, that we smell like soap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say to that?
Well, I start smelling myself. So I'm like, okay, wonder if it's Camay or is it Dove? I don't know.
That's good. So, what would you say to newcomers coming in here and wanting to be Canadians?
Mm-hmm.
What's the one thing that you say, you need to watch out for this?
Know what you want to be. If you want to be discriminated, you can be. But if you want to prove yourself, you can be. But there is support out there, and just know why we're here and what you want to build and how to build it. Tôi là Canada. Tôi là Canada. 我是加拿大. Je suis Canada. 我係加拿大. 私はカナダです.